Hello. Wow, look at the chat go. You guys are getting wild. You're getting wild. Echo. I can make it more intense. Echo. Yeah. Hello everyone. Hello. Welcome. It's been a minute, hasn't it? I feel like it's been a while. It hasn't been that long, but I did go off and do some things on my own. Those things included taking a tiny vacation, quote unquote vacation, maybe, I don't know. I don't know why these flags are up. Kind of want to pull them down. We're celebrating, but we're also it's not that kind of celebration. If we really wanted to celebrate, just pull out the confetti. Here we go. Pachoo! Nice. Good morning. How are you today? I'm great. I returned from a bit of a trip. Did I have a good vacation? It was all right. I was stressed though because I had planned to stream and then my microphone broke, which wasn't great. Yeah, that wasn't fantastic, and that stressed me out. But again, the powers that be have a weird way of saying, Callie, down. You don't get to stream this time. You get to take a break. So yeah, I did end up having to reschedule that, but it's okay because I wasn't really actually streaming on the 5th, just the rep rebroadcast. So I thought, let's put it there. Let's do Eikaiwa there. And I just got to rest and relax at the hotel. Watch some shows. Yeah, that was all I did. I told myself, you have to do something else. But these days, I find that for whatever reason, if I'm not working on something, I feel this sense of stress come over me. When I'm sitting there, it's this wave of intensity. I don't want to say it's like an anxious feeling. It might be though. It might be an anxious feeling comes over me. And it's not even just a feeling of you have to be doing something. It just feels weird. It feels odd and I don't feel right. Yeah, workaholic reaper, baby. Heard from Kiara that you watched Squid Game. Thoughts? Yeah, it was good. I liked it. I know a lot of people are talking about it right now. Yeah, I thought it was really good. I liked it. I heard that the writer of the show was inspired by shows like Kaiji and the like, which made me excited. And yeah, it definitely has that dark tone that I'm into. So yeah, I thought it was a good show. And a lot of people are into it right now. So yeah, no spoilers in chat or fake spoilers now that we've talked about it because people will spoil it for other people. So yeah. But it was good. I liked it. I liked the characters. I think the main character is extremely likable. Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it for anyone, but I thought the main character was super likable. I thought all the characters were actually really likable. It felt like their dialogue was, like every line that they said contributed to us learning more about them. And about what they were like as characters and like what they wanted, what they were looking for, and why we should care about them. And I think that's really important. There aren't enough shows that pay a lot of attention to that, so I like that. Yeah. I thought it was cool. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I really don't want to spoil it for anyone because I recommend that you guys watch it for yourselves. Also, if you don't like it, don't force yourself to watch it. I don't think it's gonna be for everyone, though a lot of people are really into it. Yeah, the taco game. It's interesting Kiara mentioned that. I was thinking, I guess we were all kind of like briefly talking a bit about it in our little chat, and I was like, I don't really know if this is a show that Kiara would like, and likewise, I don't think it's for everyone. So, but if you like kind of high stakes game-like stories, shows, etc., I recommend it. Got a nice dark vibe. that's offset by this kind of also like pop colorfulness, which I'm not always into, guys. I have to admit something to you all. I'm an edgelord. No, it's really just my own personal taste. I think there's nothing wrong with it. I think it's just the weird way that my brain works. Maybe I'm just too #edgy. But I guess the biggest example would be in shows like, for example, we knew it. Hey, listen. I thought this game, not this game, this show did it the best out of a lot of media that I've seen. But for example, like, there's something about shows like, for example, Hunger Games and Snowpiercer. I think Hunger Games is probably the worst with this, where like it shows like the quote unquote upper class characters are like dressed in this super ridiculous like pop colorful fashion stuff, and I don't buy it. It's just me personally. That's my own taste. Like it doesn't vibe. It rubs me the wrong way. Because I guess my imagination just isn't strong enough that I don't feel eerily off-put by it. It's like, I know that it's supposed to be off-putting when you have like a really dark theme with all this colorful stuff going on, but the way that a lot of movies and shows do it, it's like I don't buy it. But this one did a pretty good job. With it, I will say. So it's my personal taste. It is my personal taste, though. That's not even an objective critique or anything. It's just literally, you either like it or you don't. You either buy into the off-puttedness of the colorful backgrounds and costuming with the dark story, and you think, ooh, that's off-putting, or it doesn't connect in your mind, and it doesn't connect for me. Because I have a brain like that, but not saying that people who like that don't have a brain. What I mean is I have a brain that works like that. I can't say anything these days that I'm having to correct myself. Excuse me. But yeah, no, I thought that out of all of those examples, this one did like the best job of it, but yeah, it was good. It says I don't want to talk too much about it. Talks a lot about it. I haven't sat down to watch a good show in a while, you guys. Yeah, it's been a minute, but it felt nice to do that. It felt nice to sit back and do something unrelated to work, I guess. Yeah. A lot of times I just have shows that I watched a long time ago on in the background. That's kind of how it's been, usually. Thanks, everybody, sending cute messages and also becoming members. Thank you for becoming members, you guys. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, it was good. I had a good time just sitting back and watching a show. I've been too busy watching streams. Also fair. The new song makes me relax and a little sad. Well, that's great, because we'll talk a bit about it today. Today's lyric dive isn't going to be as intense as the past ones, because I want people to draw their own conclusions and relate it to their own story. I've been reading all the comments and seeing people relating the song to their own story and their own experience, which is definitely... I was really worried that people weren't going to be able to do that. I was worried the song was too specific sounding to me, despite the fact I did try to keep things vague in some ways. So I was worried people wouldn't connect with it. But reading everybody's story isn't about how they connect in certain ways to the song. Really kind of assuaged my fears and made me happy. So yeah. Yeah. It made me happy to see that so many people related in their own ways. So, it's very neat. Because that is something that I do try to do. I want to write songs that relate to me, but also can relate to others. I think I've mentioned this before, but I never was a big fan of songs that were too nitty-gritty, detailed, and specific. Like, for example, if I was in the car with Mama Mori and we were driving to the store or something like that, and I'm thinking about this cute classmate that I have a crush on or something like that, right? Little school reefer me, driving to the grocery store, and the song comes on, and I'm like, oh wow, all of these feelings, I can kind of relate what this is about. And then the singer says something like, ooh, your curly brown hair, freckles and heterochromia, you wore glasses on that day. I'm like, never mind. Why? This is not my favorite. it always kind of bummed me out, you know? Always kind of bummed me out. I'm like, well, just kidding. I guess I can't relate to that anymore. Oh, I see that some of you guys can understand that. I'm glad. Yeah, I was always kind of like, okay, well, I was kind of feeling that song, but now I can't really put myself into it, which is fine. If you want to be specific and stuff like that, go do your thing, but this is the reason why I try to not make them too specific. I don't want people to have that moment where they're like, yeah, getting down, just kidding. I don't feel this anymore because I can't relate. Now, there are a lot of songs out there where like you don't have to relate to them. Songs that you just want to bop your head to back and forth. That don't need to have deep messages, that you don't need to be able to directly insert yourself into. That's fine. But for whatever reason, I just kind of like writing those. So yeah. Yeah, some are kind of hard to relate to indeed. True fact. True. But yeah, this song was a very deeply personal one. So I had to kind of like push back for a moment and be like, all right, Callie, you're gonna write this song that is about essentially like your past and your present. Well, in a sense, also future. And to do that, I had to let myself go and be like, all right, you can put some details in there, here and there, but I feel like some of them are stated in a vague enough way that I think you could probably relate your own story to it if you interpret the lyrics a certain way, which is why I'm always kind of like, lyric dives. Though I want to do them, I don't want to force a meaning onto them where you've already found meaning, you know. But that's why I always say, when I do these dives, it's just how I think about it. But if you derive different meaning from the song, then that's great, and I want you to do that. I want that. I want it. Please. Whatever way you enjoy it. It's available streaming now, by the by. By the by, if you check out the description, you'll find a link to all the streaming services, and also the music video. We're almost at 1 million views, which is really funny because it's doing a lot better than I thought it would. I thought that it would be like the day after it premiered, it would like a full day would pass and it would be like maybe 100K, which is still good by all means, but just that's why I didn't expect it to be like this much. So I'd never expected that we'd get to like about 1 million views in like 4-ish days. So that makes me very happy. Thank you kindly. Thank you for playing it a lot. Very close. It's very good. Thank you. Put it on my Spotify playlist yesterday. Thank you very much. 100K, you far too underestimate us. I don't know. It's just me setting my dang expectations too low. But thank you for enjoying the singing as well. I've been reading everyone's comments and feedback about it. Yeah. Yeah, made me feel things. Well, it's also because I was extremely critical of myself during the production of this. But I also have ups and downs in music production. It's very strange because a lot of times there'll be songs that I think sound great, and then all the way through until release I'll think they sound great, and then at release I'll be like, not good. But for this one, all through production I didn't think it sounded good. And it wasn't because of the track maker. I love Pretty Patterns' work so much, and the track itself was just beautiful. I always thought that. And so in a sense, I just wasn't sure that my lyrics and my flow and my sound could do it justice, I guess. I kept listening to it and I kept thinking, this is too different than what I do usually. This is too slow. I don't know how to rap to lo-fi beats. Because there's a comment on my earlier work that always stuck with me, especially on Live Again, and that song got a lot of great feedback, but there was one critique on it that always stuck with me, and it was that lyrics don't always have to be fast and intense all the time, because what if you're doing a soft song? It doesn't make sense for you to be like really, really spitting it like angrily, and like super fast rap, that kind of thing. So you don't need to do that. So I really tried to grasp that critique and really implement it into this song, but I wasn't sure I was doing it right. So I had all these complaints at myself. all the way through until the end. But then the mix came in and I thought, this is actually not bad. So, yeah, I thought it was a really fair critique too. So I tried to take that to heart and remember that while I was working on this song. And I wasn't sure if I was really hitting it, but I think I did in the end. I just had to stop freaking out so much. There were a lot of retakes for this song. I did a lot of songs over and over and over again, and I think the recording session, which is just me in my home, was probably the longest out of all the songs I've done. Not only is it kind of a long song with a lot of words, but recording it, I redid so many things so many times that I think it ended up being 2 days. Usually I record in just one. So, yeah. Thank you guys. I appreciate the reassurance. Thank you very much. Thank you. A fair critique, but I enjoy the juxtaposition of fast and slow. That is true. If done correctly, I think that it can be interesting. But when I really think about this song, I don't think that like a super speedy rap would work with it. I guess as an artist, you gotta kind of really sit there and like analyze, you know, is this gonna be, what kind of sound is gonna be good with this, you know? So, thank you guys. Thank you so much. With so many songs out, do you have a favorite? That's like, that reminds me of a question that I asked Guilty Gear creator Daisuke Shiwatari a long time ago at a panel at Anime Expo. I said, who's your favorite character in Guilty Gear? What did I expect him to say? He said, that's like asking me to pick between all of my children. I can't pick a favorite. And that's how it is with me with my songs. So, yeah, I can't pick a favorite. This one felt like a bearing of the heart. Yeah, it did. I get kind of shy about it, sorry. But in a way, yes. It's soul. Yeah. He lies, it's soul back. Yeah. Edgy rock and roll son. Yeah, with this song, I don't know. I get shy about stuff like sharing my feelings, so that's why I do it in songs. Yeah. The one that I think shows off my skills the most, depends on the skill, I think. Personally, let's see. It's a really good question. Man, because there are so many songs. Not that many though. I really like some of the lyricism in The Grim Reaper is a live streamer. I think I really was able to encapsulate the theme of that song and also come up with some really clever lines and rhyming patterns, and also switch up the flow a bit in that song, so I like that. But I think Deadbeats is a song that I consistently listen to, and while I know that like production quality wise and just in general skill it's not my best, but there are some lines in there where I'm like, yeah, that still is kind of good. That still is kind of good. Yeah, I try to think about the lyrics a lot when I write. Yeah. Yeah, I want every line to have a meaning. I don't want to ever let a line just fall flat. Put it out there, what does it mean? If it doesn't mean something, or if it doesn't work towards something, then I don't want to write it. I know that that's not typically how a lot of folks do it, and that's also okay. But it's a personal feeling I have is I want every line to like mean something, I guess. A really nice compliment I saw about this song that I read was someone said, I can't focus on my work while listening to this because every single line like means something and it pulls my focus away. I want you to focus on your work, but that it made me glad that you found that kind of meaning in the song, and yeah. I'm getting all shy. Excuse me. This is what happens sometimes, guys. I get all shy when talking about my songs. Yeah. Managed to get to your stream. Well, welcome. Thank you. Aw. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Yeah. Appreciate it. Getting all bashful. Gosh. Well, thank you for liking it. Because I really didn't like it for a while. I wasn't sure if I was gonna put it out. I was like, this great track. I don't know if this is gonna be any good, but I did it, and I'm glad I did. We took a leap of faith, and yeah, here we go. Every once in a while, we write a song like this. Before we really kind of talk more about it, though, I wanted to talk to you guys about the membership reboot, if you would be happy to listen to that, because I mentioned that we're rebooting memberships, guys. So that's something that I wanted to mention to you all. Thank you for the many hearts as well. So recently, I think I may have mentioned this before, but Tier 3, which is, I think, the highest tier of membership, I kind of ended that, as well as Tier 2. I ended the special perks for those. The tiers still exist, but everyone now gets the same things. I don't know if it's been accepted yet by YouTube, but I went ahead and made the changes. Actually, it looks like it was, because the names are now different. It's not the confusing as hell prices for the wine bottles. Made no sense. You get a 400 yen bottle of Pinot Noir, or sorry, Cabernet Sauvignon, but the membership is, the tier 3 is $25. It made no sense. So I just changed it to Deadbeat Plus, Deadbeat Plus Plus, Deadbeat Plus Plus Plus, because all of you guys are deadbeats, regardless of whether you pay for membership every month. So if you pay for membership, then you get a little plus, because you're just supporting me a little extra every month, and I greatly appreciate that. Thank you so much. So here we go. This is just basically the new setup. Not too much has changed, you guys, but I just wanted to lay it all out here for you. So all tiers get these things. Everyone gets the membership emotes, everyone gets 3 exclusive streams a month, and everyone gets the weekly schedule a day before, which is what everyone got before, but yeah, just to make it clear for you guys. Another thing that is changing is that there will be no VODs released to the public anymore. I released all VODs to the public back when I was still kind of feeling pretty bad about how I had approached membership in the past. I was pretty inexperienced, didn't know what I was doing, and felt bad about it. And so I thought, okay, how do I fix this? Let's release VODs every month of all of the live streams except for Tier 3. I stopped releasing those. So if you do decide to join Tier 3 in the future, you can go watch those VODs from the past year. That is one quote-unquote special thing that you will get, but for the most part, from here on out, streams will not be exclusive based on tier anymore. It doesn't matter how much you choose to support your boy every month, everyone gets the same thing. But however, if you do choose to spend a little more to help out your boy every month, and that makes me very happy, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much. As a treat for yourself, go check out the VODs from the past year. You can enjoy them. But yeah, if you'd like to join membership, we'd be happy to have you. Regardless of how much you choose to support, I appreciate your support. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are great. And I'm looking forward to having all of us together for these membership streams, which I think will be super neat to have the whole crew here. Yay. And sometimes if I'm feeling like I can do another one, I might do 4 members streams a month. Maybe. I didn't want to include it for sure in there, but I would like to. It's what I'd like to do. It just depends on my schedule. But no, we shall see. We shall see. You will at least get 3. Welcome, new deadbeats. Welcome, welcome. I hope that you enjoy membership. The emotes are fun. I think the emotes are the best thing about it. I mean, the exclusive streams are also lots of fun. But my personal favorite thing are definitely the emotes. Another thing to note that's changed is that in the past, for all of the members' streams, they had different themes, but I was seriously limiting myself with those. So for example, if you were a tier 1, you would only get 1 chatting stream every month. And sometimes I want to do other things like watch-alongs, etc. If you are tier 2, you get the wine tasting stream. Well, how many freaking times am I gonna taste wine over and over again with my deadbeats until it gets boring, you know? So yeah. Changed it. And tier 3 was like creative stuff, which is also cool, but like what if I want to do that with 1 and 2? It didn't make a lot of sense. So now we're fixing it. Now that a year has passed, yeah. We get to do this. Yeah. For a whole year. Indeed. The change will definitely be for the best. I was thinking that too. I only kind of realized that after I had changed membership one time. I made a mistake first and then I changed it again, and then I was like, dang, I really dug myself a big hole here. But we tried it out for a year and now we're changing it up. Woohoo! Flipping the switch on it. So welcome everyone new that is now joining us. Yatta! Appreciate the heck out of you guys. You guys are awesome. Yeah, I guess that's all I wanted to say about membership. Please enjoy the emotes and look forward to the streams. I think our first membership stream I will announce. Well, I might as well do it now because it's in the calendar. It's a karaoke stream for everyone, for all members. I believe it's the, hold on, let me see. Is it? Yes, it's the 12th. It's the 12th of October. Here we go. I'll put it on the screen for you so you guys can, you know, put it in your little calendar if you want. Very first new membership stream. New membership stream first. Hold on. Members only karaoke. Yeah. Let's see. Now I have not decided archived or unarchived yet. I don't know. It'll probably, you know, it'll probably be archived because we have another unarchived coming up this month. And I don't want to do too many unarchived. So members only karaoke is happening on October 12th JST. It's October 12th JST, but it'll be the 11th in the US. October 12th JST at 13 o'clock. So that's 1 p.m. in Japan. And let's see. I believe it's 9 p.m. PST. Or PDT, excuse me. 9 p.m. PDT. If you're living somewhere else in the world, please convert this. If you can. A handy dandy time converter would be great. I use a time converter that I just look up on Google. Everyone can watch this. Everyone. All members. From now on, I cannot stress it enough. Everyone gets the same streams. 10 p.m. Okay, just kidding. I guess it's 10. 12 a.m. EDT. Let's go. Is it? Hold on. 10 p.m. for me. Okay, gotcha. Just kidding. Depending on where you live, it changes. Yes, you gotta do your math. Please do your yeah. 11 p.m. CST. Correct. So you guys can put this in your little calendar. Members only karaoke. I think, yeah, it'll be archived because we have an unarchived that's coming up this month, so which I will have to tell you about a little bit later. But since we're doing that, this one will be archived for you guys. So I will be carefully choosing songs that I can sing for you all that won't get me in trouble if we archive it. Yeah. So please stay tuned for that. Yatta. Yay. Yeah, I guess that's it for now. For membership. Yay! Moving right along. We're back here. We're back here. I want to do the lyric dive, but I'm like taking my time with it, you know? Taking my time, getting a sip of water. Getting a sip. It's not that I'm super shy or anything. Maybe I am a little bit. I always get a little shy when like talking a little more in depth about the past. Occasionally I'll mention it. You guys know I'm not shy about that. I'm fine with letting you guys know what's up with the past. That I was part of the Underworld's rap scene. A lot of people know about that because I've mentioned it. By the by, thank you everyone joining membership. I see you guys. Thank you for joining. big ups to you. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoy membership. Thank you. Thank you for joining in the fun. I'm looking forward to having you. Yay! More Dead Beats, more fun in the members only stream. Yeah. Anyway, I guess I should give like a little context first before we really jump into it. Let's see, which room was it? Is it this one? I'm trying to see which one it is. Ah, that must be it. Okay, we're gonna go jump over there. Here we go. Oisho. Here we are now. Do you guys like the music notes? I used this for a karaoke background for an earlier members only stream, and I just liked it so much with the notes. I really like the notes. Can I pull? Yay! Here we go. Yatta! I like the music notes. It's really cool. Yeah, the music notes are very nice. Thank you. Glad you like them. Fancy? It is pretty fancy looking. Yeah, this is where we'll do like the reading through the lyrics and whatnot. Like I've said before, you know, I'm not shy about the fact that there was a time where I was in the underworld music scene, but I don't really give a lot of details on it. A lot of those little details are hidden within the song. Things that I was feeling, things that I was experiencing. So I think I'll become a little more open about those things as we read through. However, I'd also like to mention, please feel free to keep your own interpretation. This is how the song relates to me personally, but I think it has a different meaning for everyone, and if it could stay that way, I'd be really happy. So yeah, end of life. Rap and lyrics by me, Kalliopie Mori. Waiting confirmation aren't anymore. I had to make sure that I had Patterns' name right. Here we go. Yeah. So, this is the song. Let me make it a little bit bigger. I just want to make the window a teeny tiny bit bigger for you guys. Oh. That's fine. Looks good to me. Yeah. So beginning with this little chorus, I actually wasn't sure if I was gonna put this chorus part in the beginning, intro part, but I felt like without any lyrics in it, it felt kind of like, it was a little too empty feeling to me. So I thought, why don't we just do like a one line, without any chorus or backup vocals. Just the main singing line would sound really nice. There are a little more harmonies added to the second part. But, let's see. We'd run right through those nights. I kind of get this image of running through the city with a bunch of friends, because I have a lot of really good, distinct memories of times after shows and things like that. After seeing performers I liked a lot, running through the underworldian city, and those times felt really free. But yeah, I'll never find my way back to you inside this labyrinth of lights. Labyrinth of lights be in the city, kind of like a concrete jungle adjacent kind of thing. Right? Is what I imagine. I think it's really nice imagery. And I guess you is kind of referring to all the friends that I made back then. Yeah. 'Cause I had a lot of really cool acquaintances. I had a lot of really cool mentors that helped me out. Yeah. But I guess in a way, as I'm reminiscing about those times, I can't imagine myself finding them again in the city, because things have just changed too much, you know? There was madness in the meaning. I guess the meaning here is kind of referring to, like, why? Why was I doing this? Chasing a dream, etc. There was this kind of craziness, unbelievableness in it. A lot of times, it's kind of funny. I tell people the story, or at least I did tell people the story of my existence a lot of times. Back when I was swinging my scythe around, people would constantly ask me, "Hey Callie, so what do you like do in your free time when you're not swinging your scythe around, when you're not reaping souls? What else are you doing?" And like I would be like, "Nah, you don't want to hear this. It's a boring story. And if I told you, you wouldn't believe me." And they say, "No, try me, Callie, try me." okay, do you really want to hear it? Just because I don't think you're gonna believe. No, it's okay. I'll listen. Tell me what you have to say. And then I'll start off telling the story and I'll get about like 1 minute into it and they'll just be gone. And I'll be like, hey, and they'll just be doing something else. I wish I was joking. I wish I was joking. So I just stopped telling people. I just stopped. Now people say, Callie, what do you do? I'm like, nothing. I just write songs as a hobby. I went to Japan once, it was cool. Yeah, I recommend it. It's rude, I listen. Well, see, that's the nice thing. I know you guys are listening, so it's okay for me to tell you guys, right? I guess it is kind of an unbelievable story. In a sense. Yeah. Oh well. Have you guys ever had times like that where people ask you to explain something to them, like a game you like or a movie you like, and you say to them, no, you're not gonna get it, and then they force you to, and then you do, and then it's as you thought it would be? Because I see some people saying relatable in the chat. Yeah, it do kind of be like that. Yeah. It is rude, but they just don't believe it. It is what it is. It's fine. I don't need them to believe it anyway, now that I've especially gotten more shy about things. I like kind of don't want to tell people anymore. I feel like there was a time where I'd want to, but that time has passed a little bit. Never laughless, we were screaming at the top of our lungs to the numbness, this city never died. So I feel like these are pretty self-explanatory. We were always laughing. It was always fun. I mean, it had some shitty times too, don't get me wrong, but you're always kind of laughing about stuff. And also lots of screaming. Yeah. I guess the numbness here that I'm referring to is the general feeling of, it's hard to explain. The numbness of daily life, especially within the city. But we kept on kind of screaming and making a ruckus, making lots of noise, making lots of music. And in a sense, you know, the city never died. Yeah, it was always lively. It was always lively because we kept making noise. Yeah. I'll fly, no proof, those heights. My general feeling of I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna be big someday. But I couldn't prove it. I couldn't prove it was going to happen, but I wanted to fly high. So I believed that I would, back then. I had this feeling of belief inside of me. But also at the same time, no proof, so I didn't really think anything big was gonna happen. I didn't really think I was gonna become anything, even though I wanted to. I didn't actually think anything was gonna happen. I think a lot of others felt the same way. Everyone's got that little dream of being big, but only about 30% actually believe it. And now you are here, I know, it's crazy, which is why I ended up writing the song. Yeah. Yeah, and I was hopeless coming in early, that's right. Exactly. I'll never find another chance to say, hey, thanks for saving my life. This is referring to all of the mentors and people who inspired me to make music, as well as the friends that were there to cheer for me and be beside me when I felt like I was hopeless, when I felt like nothing was gonna happen. So yeah, I was hopeless, it was stinging. Again, didn't really believe anything was gonna happen. Had no real hope. I thought what was going... let me tell you exactly what I thought was going to happen with my music career. I thought what was going to happen was I was going to go into the underworldian scene and try my best and never really make it super far, then return home and write a comic about it. and it's got a sad ending to the comic where it's this realistic take where dreams don't come true. And yeah, it was just a really depressing story that I had planned for myself. End up telling future generations about this great adventure that happened, but ultimately couldn't evolve into a big success story. But I guess the good part about it was just that it happened, right? The theme is supposed to be, even though there was no big success story, I was glad that it happened. Well, here we are. I don't know if I can still write something like that anymore. If I did, it would be fiction. So I guess there's We're gonna get into more of these complicated feelings that come from this a bit later. But yeah. Yeah. And then it happened. Emo Reaper. I told you I'm edgy. I can't do anything about it. I tried so hard. I've tried so hard. Like, I make myself internally C-word into myself, like, all the time. I'll do something and I'll just die. Like, it's hard to explain. I guess you just can't change, if you are that way. You just can't change it. Yeah, so I guess you just get over it. You just get over yourself. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, just get over yourself. Continuing on, running roadless. We were singing at the top of our lungs, the numbness, the city never died. This line changes to driving roadless. To kind of like show evolution of speed, I guess, from the beginning to the end. Yeah, without a road, without a path. It was just kind of running, but also singing. At the top of our lungs, the numbness, the city never died. Yeah. Continuing to verse 1. What was the root of What was the root of it all? I couldn't say. Where was the start? I don't even know where to start sometimes, to be completely honest. Used to jump and then fall, rugged and cliched. Yeah, this is kind of another testament to just me being super edgy. And super cliched. My story is super cliched. Yeah. I mean, if you hear it, it's kind of hard to believe. But yeah, jumping and falling, reaching out for opportunities, making a fool of myself all the time, trying out new things, being bad at them. Some of my earlier work, etc., just like tossing out rhymes in the underworld, not great. Just not great. But I would toss things out there and just see how things would go. But yeah, that's kind of the dream, or the entire vision of being the rugged underground rapper and whatever. You know, just tossing out rhymes, jumping and falling, rugged, cliched, and edgy as hell. That's what you're like. Would shrug it off without complaint, not a sound. No use in trying to find friends, because in the end nobody sticks around. I've had a weird relationship with friendship in my life. I think I mentioned this before, but there's been a whole lot of, you scratch my back, I scratch your back kind of friendships in my life. It starts off, like, connecting over something. This is something that's happened, like, several times in my life. And, like, you're cool with each other and you like each other. But I always ended up becoming friends with people who I could help and they could also help me. So it always became this situation of what can you do for me? What can I'll do this for you, but can you do this for me? Kind of thing. And a lot of kind of bad, I don't want to say bad friendships, but kind of friendships that were doomed to not end well began to sprout. And it's always kind of been that way. But I guess part of it was because I was a big loner, and I didn't like to keep myself too connected to other people. So I always felt that I had like the best, healthiest relationships with people I didn't get too close to. Yeah. Mutually parasitic, you could call it that. But yeah. I always had like a weird relationship with friendships. Sometimes people would stop being friends with me when I realized that it was too late. A lot of times friendships would end when I couldn't do anything else for people. Because that's how it goes. Either I would end up leaving someone who couldn't do anything for me anymore, or people would leave me because I couldn't do anything for them. That's how it usually was in the very beginning. In the start, it would be that way. People would leave me because I couldn't do anything for them. And so I morphed into this person later in my life where I was the one doing that to people. I would grow distant from people when they couldn't do anything else for me. of course, until I started doing this, and then I met everyone in Hololive English, and my perspective kind of changed on all of that. My view on friendship. I started wanting to do things for them without expecting them to do anything for me. And it felt good to have friends where we didn't really expect anything of each other. We just offer to help each other with things, and it felt good. Didn't really feel like we owed each other anything. So yeah, they really changed me for the better, I think. So this has become a long explanation for this part, but that's basically how my relationship with friendship has gone. So now that is friendship. Yeah. Don't get me wrong, there are a few exceptions to what I've just explained. Mostly people that I would draw with. I think they are a big exception. People that I'm still friends with now, but all other people that I became friends with, it was like a weird situation. There are very few exceptions. Between them and also Hololive English girls really changing my perspective. I'm really thankful to those people for kind of changing my view of friendship for the better. I'm glad it worked out this way. But to those that I've kind of lost along the way, I do still hope they're doing well in their lives, and that there's like no hard feelings or like weird stuff, you know? Yeah. Trying to remain positive about it. Yeah. So let's see. This part, though, referring in the end nobody sticks around, was mostly referring to, yeah, like I said before, earlier in my life, people just kind of left when they were done with me, which is sad. So it's when you shoved yourself into a crowded place that you turned around and found yourself in love in outer space. So outer space being a place you don't know, a place you don't recognize. For me, in this case, it was the underworldian rap scene in Japan. Yeah. It was a place I wasn't familiar with. It was a place I knew I didn't belong, but I shoved myself in there, into a crowded venue and just tried to make friends with people, because what else was I gonna do? It was incredibly hard. Like, ridiculously hard. But somehow, in a sense, we managed to have fun together despite not really speaking the same language. Just connecting through music, I guess. It wasn't all sparkles and rainbows. It was still hard to really make a connection, but the best nights were when we were all just vibing together, regardless of anything, you know? And I still made some great connections there. And stressful, I bet. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Big stress for me. Oh, man, I was constantly wondering, am I doing something wrong? Should I even be here? Gosh. Music is a universal language? I'd have to agree with you on that. I think so as well, even if you can just get along through the vibes. Yeah, I feel like that's definitely true. So yeah, when I shoved myself into a crowded place, I found myself in love in outer space. So basically just in love with the scene. Cue the reckless nights, no strings, laughing at our own dreams. This is referring to making a group of friends that felt similarly about like making music as me. We'd have nights where we just went crazy and had fun, enjoying music together, doing some tequila shots, I don't know. Fun stuff like that. Laughing at our own dreams, because we didn't think we were gonna make it. At least not everyone did. And some people probably did, but a great majority of us didn't really, actually believe. It's kind of hard to explain. That's the bittersweetness of it all. We wanted it. Doesn't mean we didn't want it, but the actual belief, you gotta try to be a little realistic, or at least you think, but you just kind of vibe through life, and I look up to that. Thanks. Maybe that's true. But yeah, so we were kind of laughing at our own dreams, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a big famous rapper, collab with Snoop Dogg someday, ha ha ha, but then it's always a joke, and that's like the punchline. And then just what the hell was so funny is just kind of like, why was that funny? Especially now that I've made it this far, it's like looking back at it now, doesn't really seem that comical anymore. I guess. Like, things can actually happen. Dreams can come true. But I just don't really see the humor. It's because we were cynical and edgy. Maybe. Bark up the wrong tree, stumble, used to fall in great heights. Wrong tree being underworldy in Japan. Used to fall in great heights, used to failing a lot, is what that means. Amidst a concrete jungle singing because it felt right. Concrete jungle is the setting. Yeah. That is the setting of this story. Singing because it felt right. We just sang because we wanted to. Yeah. Unrealistic dreams are important. I would say so. But at the time, you know, some folks want to laugh and be like, oh, we're the realistic ones. We know that our dreams aren't going to come true, but we're just having fun. Right? Because we're edgy. Snoop Dogg collab confirmed. I mean, I know Snoop likes anime. Hey Snoop, what's up? Yeah. We mix the ennui and troubles, rhyming our discontent. This is just talking about being edgy, moody in the underground rap scene. And though it's history, I can't forget the time that we spent. Self-explanatory. Convinced that this could mean another end exists between real and pretend. This is referring to a different universe where things didn't turn out the way that they did. A twisted alter fiction where I missed my chance, did not ascend. A different universe where I didn't learn about Hololive, didn't audition for Hololive. I don't know what would have happened. Disappearing into the mist of never happened is the me that I can never befriend. I let it go. Obviously, it never happened. And the me that exists in that world, I can never actually talk to her. I can never actually hear what happened. I think a lot of things could have happened because different paths, they branch. So who knows if there would have been a different chance here or there. If I'd gone to this one place at this exact right time, I can never know what would have happened. So I let it go. I gave up trying to guess what that would have been like. Yeah. But occasionally my mind does kind of wander. Like, I wonder what life would have been like in that other world. You know? Into the multiverse. What if? Yeah, what if? You missed the reboot thing? Oh, I was talking about membership and that all tiers get 3 streams now, regardless of how much you contribute every month. I like this timeline. I like it too, man. I think I enjoy it as well. I am also happy with this one. Yeah, that lyric is one of my favorites in the whole song. Thank you. Mine as well. I think it's pretty... it evokes quite a bit of thought, I would say. So, it can hook you up with the other timelines. I'm good. I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm pretty happy with how things turned out, but I can't help that my mind wanders sometimes, you know? Like, what might have happened? What might have been? Fade in, fade out, this crazy dream, without a direction, floating aimlessly. Also pretty self-explanatory, just kind of floating about, with no real direction. That's how I was. There's nothing left back there for me. I mean, there really kinda isn't. Everywhere I look, every which way that I try and look back into the past, it seems like a lot of what I enjoyed and looked forward to, a lot of the shows I liked going to and people I liked talking to, have moved on in their own ways. So either just going back to working jobs without really doing music stuff. I mean, it's kind of hard for music things to happen right now, right? But regardless of anything, even if things do change in the world, I don't think it'll ever be the same. The same faces won't be there anymore. It won't be the exact scene that I saw back then, with the exact same people playing the exact same music, the same performers, the same, yeah, it's just not gonna be the same anymore, which is fine. Change is good. But yeah, I was really happy. They all moved on, yeah. A lot of people did, doing their own things, so... I wish it was the same. Me too. Me too, but, can't control the wills and wishes of so many people that were in that audience on those days. The people just kind of move along. change can be a good thing, so I prefer to remain positive about it. So yeah, breathe in, take a deep breath. But it won't stop the rain from pouring. That means sometimes the tears might come, or maybe the mood will still be sad. The mood will still be down. Yeah, it'll feel like something's missing and the rain is gonna pour. We kind of talked about the chorus already in the beginning, but at the end we have, "This city never died, but was there ever a soul inside?" So the soul in this sense is referring to the general soul of a city. I think that the soul of a city can be defined by a bunch of different things, depending upon who you are, what your definition, I guess, would be. For me, it was, I guess, the music that filled the city and the people that were vibing to it late into the night, and just the overall feeling of liveliness and energy within kind of the venue district. I guess was the soul that I felt. And this is me wondering if it was ever even there at all, because I can't really feel it anymore. Now, next up, we got verse 2, which I feel like is the more intense verse that we have here. "Chasing fireflies between the soaring high-rises, left a trail behind, defined it, wasted time of our lives." So yeah, this is just, in the beginning, a very sort of imagery-driven opening to the second verse. And I guess leaving the trail behind is the memories that we made back then. And defined it, wasted time of our lives. People who moved on perhaps will look back on those days and think, haha, what were we doing? We were wasting our time, kind of thing. So that's kind of how you choose to define it in the interest of not getting too sentimental or anything. Perhaps there are some people who look at it as a wasted time, but also time of your life. It's like a combination of those two things. Wasted time, also time of our lives. So it was fun, but it was also a waste kind of thing. Yeah. So that's that part. Silent singer, overworked and underpaid. The silent singer part is referring to people who do music as a hobby. When you're at your job and people ask you what you're doing, but you don't tell them that you're a singer in the underworld of music. So you're kind of like quiet about it. Overworked and underpaid kind of refers to working minimum wage job, which I did for a long time, like a really long time. Even when I was doing scythe swinging, that was actually even worse than minimum wage. It felt strange when I was still tutoring those scythe swingins, because I was looking at how much I made then every month and how much I made every day streaming and having fun with you guys. And it did something weird to me mentally. But back in the day, it was like that. I'd spend so much of my life doing that work and feeling like I wasn't making anything from it. And it was all for the sake of being where I wanted to be. Living where I wanted to live. It was hard, it was rough for a long time. Thinks an office is a coffin until office where you're laid. So this line here certainly doesn't refer to everyone. I know plenty of people who work desk jobs and are incredibly successful and happy with their lives. This isn't that kind of work. This isn't a fulfilling job that I had. This isn't something that made me happy. It was something that made me sad and stressed, and I didn't like it. This is not one of those nice jobs. And I think you can choose to see it the way that you want, but this is how it is for me. So thinking that I was either going to just like live and die in this office until I die or I get fired. Work in this desk job until I die or I get kicked out. That's what I thought. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm not gonna read that. I don't want to get in trouble. Yeah. A place that locks you down. Indeed. Yeah. So I feel like maybe some folks could relate to this line. That was kind of how I felt. Yet a thought persists. the thought. It's that one pesky thought that says you're gonna be something great, you're gonna do something great. Even if you're not gonna be something great, you're gonna do something great. It's that one thought. Yet a thought persists. An optimist who ought to be afraid. Me looking at things positively, not really seeing the hard bad things that might happen. I guess. Saw the nothing wrong in writing songs behind a lonely shade. Man, I was happy writing songs without a super big audience, is the truth. I'm happy now writing songs in front of a big audience. That's also nice, but I had no problem with not many people listening. It was fine. Lonely, sure, but I was okay with it. Yeah, that's what that line is about. Is the world a sadder place without the words that you conveyed? When the ladder fell and shattered every bar that we had played. So this second line has like a double meaning in it. But yeah, let's start off with, is the world a sadder place without the words that you conveyed? Without those words from back then, is the world sadder? Do lyrics even really make a difference? Or do the things you do make a difference? Do the things you say change anything for the better? They change things for the worse? Can you even tell? When the ladder fell and shattered every bar that we had played. To be really literal with what this means to me, the ladder is the ladder that all artists and creators climb. The ladder of, you know, obviously who's at the top, who's in the middle, who's at the bottom. It's a climb. It's a ladder that we were all climbing in this scene, right? But it fell eventually, and I think you guys can kind of guess why it fell. And shattered every bar that we had played. This has a double meaning. You can think of it as bar, as in bar where we drink and have fun and enjoy music. A lot of those closed down. A lot of happy memories I had in those places that will never come back because those places are gone forever. You just really hate that. You just really hate that a lot. It was a big problem. It's not even a secret that has been a big problem for a lot of the venues in both Underworldian and Overworldian Japan. A lot of them shut down. It was incredibly sad. A lot of people kind of tried to revive them, keep them alive, but it was pretty much impossible for a lot of them. And then you can also think of it as in a musical sense, like bars to a rap song. A song in general, actually. But yeah, the music essentially stopping. And the ladder falling down, basically the death of a scene, of a place, of a group. However you want to kind of think about it. But does it matter? In the end, the sound diminished and decayed. Pretty self-explanatory, the music kind of stopping. And your friends grew tired of fantasy, you're wishing they had stayed. Friends that I had made from those times, they kind of stopped doing music. I'm not sure if everyone gave up, per se. I think a lot of people moved on with their lives because it was what was right for them. And I think that's a good thing in the end. But wishing they had stayed. Wishing they had stuck around so we could keep having fun like we did back then. Wishing that they had stayed to have fun and run around through those nights again. You don't get to say I miss you. It's kind of beaten up on myself at this part here. Kind of like, oh, you miss those people? Is that so? Well, you should get over it because you watched your heroes fade into the rearview mirror of the villain you portrayed. This is a really intense line right here. I cannot doubt there are a lot of people that I really looked up to and admired. Heck, even people that inspired me to do music in the first place. That without a doubt, doing this, in terms of eyes on my work, I kind of surpassed them. I don't feel like I did in skill. There are some musicians that I listen to them and I think to myself, how are you this underrated? How? People who have been doing music for years and years and years. Double the time, 3 times the time that I've been doing music. And in an instant, just like that, all of those people that I looked up to as heroes, suddenly, to be blunt, I became more popular than a lot of them. And that made me extremely guilty. Extremely guilty to be serious with you guys. For a long time, it really mentally affected me. So yeah, that's this line right here. And to say that maybe some folks were not extremely happy about that, correct. I think it didn't only hurt me, but I think some other people were also hurt as well. And so in a sense, I felt like I was a villain, like I was the bad guy of that story. Suddenly, I'm driving away into the distance, watching my heroes fade as the villain of the story. That was how I saw myself. So we continue. Stop the pity party. Listen, you don't get to be dismayed. You don't get to be emotional. Feel blessed you got it made. This is also me beating up on myself. Saying, stop feeling bad for yourself. Stop. You should feel grateful that you got this far, that you got this chance. To kind of stop pitying yourself so much. Just feel blessed that things worked out for you. And I know I should be doing that, but maybe Reaper, but also in a sense human as well. And I can't help that I still feel bad about that. That will never change. What I really like is I guess I just wanted some of them to be proud of me. Sorry. And say like, hey kid, you did a good job, you know? But that didn't happen. And I'm glad you guys are. Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I need a sip. Need a little sip. Woo! All good. Yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you guys are. That makes me really happy. It does. When all is said and done, it's something that it makes it less hard to push forward. Knowing that you guys are, that you guys want me to continue and keep doing my best. Thank you. Yeah. I'll keep doing my best. Thank you. Yeah! I feel blessed. I feel blessed. I feel blessed I got it made because I get to see you guys and sing for you guys. And I'm glad that the words that I sing in my songs can have a meaning for you all. So thank you. Thank you for making me smile and making me excited about making music because I think yeah, if this same thing happened without you guys cheering me on, I don't know what I'd do. I think it might be like too much for me to want to keep making stuff. So just thank you for that. Yeah. Whew. Emotional. Really emotional. Recollect the days you hoped and you prayed for this. What is there to miss? I mean, it was my dream. To sing in front of a big audience. I was okay with singing behind the lonely shade where no one could really hear me, but it was my dream to have this big audience that I could help in some kind of way with my music. If my music could inspire people, that kind of stuff, or make your day a little brighter. That was my dream. And in those days, I had that dream and I hoped for it. Even laughing at myself for being edgy and whatever, I still hoped for that. So I guess the what is there to miss is just kind of me coping, I guess. Obviously, there are things that I miss, but at the end of the day, I gotta move on, you know? Fade in, fade out, this hazy dream. The dream's starting to get hazy, starting to fade into the back without a direction, roaming aimlessly. There's nothing left back there for me. Pretend it's the end of a made-up story. My life kind of seems like a made-up story sometimes, guys. Hard to believe if you tell it to anyone. Yeah. Kind of feels that way sometimes, so I just kind of pretend that it ain't real sometimes. Not all the time, though. We went through the chorus. Driving, roadless. The city never died, I'll say goodbye to the soul inside. This is me saying goodbye to the scene that I knew from back then. Finally kind of letting go. And then the chant in the background. Let's take a closer look at it. And yet somehow there is romance in our self-hate, we've got no chance. This is just me painting a picture of us once again. Me and the people I used to run with back in the day. Were super pessimistic and kind of had this self-hate thing. But I say romance because it's like some kind of romantic, fantastical story. There's something kind of like artistic about it, I guess. Whatever way you look at it. It reads like that kind of story. In this light maze, but let's hold hands through the night haze, we'll run so fast. This is again some more imagery. Light maze meeting the city. And the night haze as well. The smoky venues. Holding hands, joining hands and being together. Vibing through the night. Running so fast. Till the school chime, till the train runs. We know it's time, we're the same ones. Until normal life starts up again. Whether you're going to school, whether you're trying to catch the train in the morning, until that time we're gonna have fun. Until reality starts up again, let's keep enjoying the night together. We know it's time, we're the sane ones. Kind of meaning that we know it's just a dream, that it'll end someday. Waking up now to the real life. Let me daydream till the next night. Again, kind of connecting to real life from this. Finally waking up, going back to your day-to-day, leaving the fantasy of the night behind. Waiting until the next night. I'll keep waiting. Yeah. And this line, I'll keep waiting for you, is my last hope. My last reaching out to that past world. The last hope saying, I'll keep waiting for you. I'll keep waiting for those people to return to that place. I'll keep waiting for that music to play that we all liked so much. I'll keep waiting for those fellow musicians that I'd talk with and perform with to come back, to return to that place. Because I gotta hold on to that hope that maybe, possibly, just maybe it could return. Maybe it won't be exactly the same, but there's always the chance that it isn't totally gone yet. There's always that little chance. Finally, let's see, this last part. Waking up now to my real life. Let me daydream till the next flight. This is a little flashback to the days that I used to fly all the way from my home to overworldian and underworldian Japan to participate in the underworld rap scene. I'd take a whole lot of flights. I have this image of me just bussing tables at some restaurant. I'd look out the window a lot and just fantasize about flying away back then. And keep daydreaming until I could save up enough money from that job to go again, you know? Drowning so long, I got older, kind of drowning in that nightlife scene. I didn't realize how fast time had gone by, and before I knew it, I was here and I realized that I had gotten a lot older. Now the crowd's gone. Is it over? Now that the audience has left and a lot of people have moved on and the scenery has changed quite a bit, I'm wondering to myself, is it over? Is the show done? Is this the end of that story? I mean, I knew that it would end. I knew, like all great things, that place, that scene would come to an end someday, but I didn't like imagine it would be so abrupt, you know. I thought it would last much longer. I still want to believe it's not over. I think in some senses it isn't, but things won't be exactly the same anymore. There are a lot of people that I know who are doing music, who had groups that did music that, you know, it feels like the end. And that's rough when there was a lot that I was looking forward to, but that's just kind of how it has to be. So, but I want to hold on to hope. I think there's always the chance. There's always that little chance, right? So that's my hope. That we all can meet again someday there. I think we all may have changed quite a bit. I know almost everyone from that time knows what happened to me, but I'd still like to enter a room, a place with them, and enjoy my time without being, I don't know, this big superstar to them or something like that. I kind of got that sense sometimes when I was still going to some shows when things were all beginning, before things like kind of stopped happening. Even then though, I could really feel that so much had changed already and I had changed, and yeah, things just won't be exactly the same anymore. Is literally what happened to my extremely local metal scene. Miss you guys. I'm glad that other people can relate in their own ways to stuff. I mean, there's also the DIY music scene. I know I have friends who enjoyed that scene as well, who lamented to me that they had similar feelings about people that they knew in their lives. And it's basically a song about parting and reminiscing. And also just kind of the end of one life so that a new one can begin. I think it's important to remember that. And it's okay to lament that things aren't the same anymore. Things have changed indefinitely. But I think, and it's also okay to let yourself be sad about them. Nothing wrong with being sad. Really easy to sit there and to tell people to be positive. But instead, you can let yourself feel sad, lament about those things, be glad that they happened, and then move to the next life. I think that's important. If one has to end so that another one can begin, then let it happen. And I hope both can turn out to be good, happy memories. Being sad is just normal? Oh, yes. Absolutely. I feel that way too. Yeah. That's why there's a lot of there's a lot of like imagery in the music video that fits the nightlife scene, but I think it can make sense for many different people in many different situations. So yeah, thank you for listening to my lyric dive. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys got some new insight, had some questions answered. If you really wanted to know my intention behind the lyrics, I hope that they were portrayed to you guys. But as I always like to say, please derive your own meaning. Please connect it to your lives in your own way. That would make me super happy. Thank you. Thank you for diving into those lyrics. Even if it hit hard, yeah. Yeah. There are definitely some emotions there. Yeah. Thank you for listening, though. And I'm glad I got to write it. Again, I was on the fence. Should I really write a song like this? Should I really? But I couldn't help it. I've been ultra nostalgic these days, and I had to let it out somehow. You know? I've been flipping through old scrapbooks and albums and looking through old photos and listening to old music and memories, and it just all came hitting me again. And couldn't help but write a little song about it. Thank you for sharing this song, of course. I'm glad you like it. Thank you, Callie. Thank you. It's my favorite of yours. Glad you did. Thanks. All the folks saying it's their favorite, like, really convinced me that it was the right thing to release this song, so I'm glad I did. In the end, I'm glad that I released it. It was worth it to see how much it affected you guys, how happy it made you all. You're also sad as well. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, but I'm glad that it affected you in some way. Yeah. Thank you, Callie. I've been really really enjoying reading all of you guys' thoughts and whatnot. I may need to rewatch the stream again because I see so many people are leaving their thoughts and their emotions and stuff like that. And I want to go back and read. So I will do that. Yeah. Chill now? Yes. I will. I will. It's time to calm down and have a sip. Have a sip. Whew. Did not expect the emotions to be so high tonight. Maybe a little bit, but yeah. That was not a head crack. Fun. I will not continue to do that. Anyway, as I said before, guys, if you like the song, the music video as well as the streaming link are in the description. You guys can check it out. And yeah, play it as much as you'd like, whenever you need, even if it's just a song to put on when you need it. There it is. There it is for you. Hi, future Callie. Oh no, present Callie saw it. Whoopsie doodle. Yeah, but I've been enjoying going through all the comments and seeing what you guys have to say about it, so big ups. I'm looking forward to doing originals from now on. I have originals lined up for every month now. Yatta! Yatta! I told you guys I was writing a lot of songs. A whole lot of them. This was a big one for me to write though, because like I said, there are a lot of lyrics in the song. There are a lot of them, despite the fact it's not my fast rap. There's still a lot of words in there. It's also just a long song in general, so yeah. Every month, yes. Yeah, one a month. One release a month. That's how it's gotta be. It's fun. The next month's song is a collaboration original song. It's not within Hololive. It's another VTuber situation thing you'll have to see. You'll have to wait and see. As a matter of fact, technically I do two songs, two originals, but they won't. Only one will be on my channel, and the other will be on the other party's channel. So, yeah. So actually, it's two songs. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoy. Hope you enjoy. I think one of them will actually be announced pretty soon. So, just stay tuned. Looking at my Twitter. I say next month, but I mean this month. It's October, right? The spooky season. Yeah. Look forward to some fun stuff coming out. Yeah. It's Snoop Dogg, I knew. If only, right? Getting spooky with Snoop. Snooptober. It's the gorillas in my dreams. So yeah, two new originals. But one of them is directed by me and the other is directed by the other party. We're doing two songs on each of our channels because it's only fair. It's only fair. Yeah. Like I said, been doing a lot of writing, you guys. A lot of freaking writing. Just a lot happening. Oh yeah, speaking of spooky month, we're doing a spooky watch along tomorrow. Evil Dead, if you guys want to join. There it is. Yeah. Lots of layers because you're not lazy. Maybe. I mean, there are quite a few songs that do say the same thing over and over again, but I feel like those songs are kind of like vibe songs that you like listen to in the club. Depends on where you listen to them, but yeah. I feel like I write lyrics to reflect the kind of songs that I like, and a lot of the songs that I like don't repeat too much, but I can see them having a purpose, I suppose. Evil Dead is a must-watch for Halloween. See, I've never seen it. We're watching the 1981 one, the original. We're watching the original. Yeah, I've never seen it. I don't even think I've seen a single screenshot from it, unless I have and I just don't know. But I thought that would be perfect for us to watch together because I can't spoil anything because I haven't seen it. So yeah, hope you guys, if you're interested, will come watch with us. Yeah, I'm excited. Such a dope movie. See, I see so many people saying they like it, so yeah. Classic horror movies. Watch it with Gura. I gotta watch The Matrix 2 and 3 with Gura. It's a ride. Woo! The Evil Dead saga's wild. Everyone is saying that, so I'm excited. I hope you guys will join in. Join in the fun if you'd like. Yeah. Huh. It's really fun. It's a good movie, just hella goofy. Well, that's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. I think I mentioned this before, but recently, I've had some mutual friends doing like a Halloween party, where they watch spooky movies, and like I said, my said mutual friend didn't go to any of them, but I said, I'll go. And it ended up being cool, and I ended up making some new friends, which is always a nice feeling. I don't really leave my studio very often. Just kind of chill in here, stream, watch something on Netflix, go to sleep, repeat, plan more stuff the next day. So it felt nice to be like going over to someone else's house and watching movies. So we were watching horror movies. Recently we watched was it American Werewolf in London? That was what we watched. The effects were really cool, just the ending was so abrupt. No spoilers for that super old movie, but that's what we watched. That was something, alright. I could not believe how many songs they had to shove into that movie that had the word moon in them. Like, why? Oh, because the song has the word moon in it, it needs to be in the movie? This kind of seems silly. Yeah. It was pretty fun. Yeah. Hang out with the JP senpai and tell you about them. I mean, I've made half-assed plans with some, but it's never really completely panned out, and it just doesn't work out like that. It's hard to explain, but a lot of people are super shy, even if I go out of my way to ask. It never like solidifies because I can't force anyone to chill, you know? And a lot of folks are just shy. That's just how it is, you know? But I'd like to. Hungry like the wolf in it? No, I think that was a little too late for that movie. I think it was a little too late. But yeah. I guess, I didn't arrive in time for quote-unquote The Exorcist, but I saw that on my own. I thought it was okay. I was like, this is fine. So I wasn't really overly concerned about missing it. Turns out they watched Halloween Town instead. I haven't seen that movie in years and years and years, but I remember it was super goofy. It was like a Disney movie. Shit, better stop talking about it. Alright, well, take another sip. I have a nice fruity drink over here. It's full of kiwis and other fruits. Mmm. Yummy. Hachimon barbecue stream. If I have to taste test the food, I don't know. Maybe, how about I cook and then Hachima can taste? Not saying she's a bad cook. I'm sure that it's great. It's just, I just gotta be, I get nervous eating other people's food. That's all that it is. It's not specifically her. It's not specifically her. No, that's a horror stream. Hey. Come on now. I'm told tarantula tastes just like chicken. Well, I don't want to find out. Thank you very much. I think I'll take a hard pass on that one. Will there be a Halloween deadbeat party? There's going to be Halloween lots of stuff popping off. I mean, the main events that I had planned, were, let's see. Sunday Scream. We watch a horror movie every Sunday, quote-unquote horror movie, a Halloween-esque movie every Sunday. Sunday US time, Monday JST. Sunday nights for you folks in the US. Yeah, we watch scary movies then, quote-unquote scary movies. I'm also planning on trying out some more horror games as well, a bit later into the month. And then also we've got some collaborations, some spooky ghost hunting, shall we say? Collaborations. Mm-hmm. Yup. Really wanting to do Phasmo VR, but that's gonna take some tweaking with my model. And I gotta invite my friends. I'm trying to get a little myth collabo going. But there's only 4 people per sesh. So I think one of us is going to be like the overseer. The person watching all streams, like letting us know what's going on. Quote unquote van person, even though they aren't really in the van. So yeah. It'll be fun. Please look forward to it, Myth Phasmo. There will also be other Phasmo streams that probably won't be VR, but they will be happening. I know that there was a huge update that happened, so yeah. Ame likes to be the narrator. Yeah, I think that Amelia actually said she wanted to do that. So I think Amelia will be van person. Yeah. Well, us other ones are gonna just get in there VR style. I don't know how it's gonna go. I think you guys may have recalled, I screamed pretty loud one time, a couple times, but I got into a corner when the ghost was hunting and I just covered my eyes and I started screaming. That doesn't happen often. But for whatever reason with Phasmo, it kind of did. Even I was surprised. I was like, eh, really? Really? Yeah. That was real? Yes. It was cute. No, it was embarrassing. It's my view on Monster House. I owned the Monster House video game long time ago. Good memories. Good freaking memories. Better yet. Hold on, forget Monster House. Do any of you guys remember Scary Godmother? Oh no! I thought about it recently because I went to I did a little thrift shopping. I got a button-up blue shirt with like some clouds on it, and I thought, I put it on and I looked at myself and I thought, something is off. I feel strange. Why do I feel strange about this? And then I remembered the werewolf. The darkest age of animation. Watched it every October on Cartoon Network. Yeah. I remember you were panicking of... Yeah, that's right. Let's see. Deep dive movies from the childhood. I'm glad some of you remember. I know that some of you didn't want to remember, but I made you remember. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to bring back your repressed memories of Scary Godmother. This was a locked memory. Yeah! Please do a watch along with that movie. If we do a watch along of Scary Godmother, it's gonna have to be at the end of another movie watch along because it's too short. And also, I just can't. I wonder where it's even available. Thanks, Calicut. Yeah, everyone go watch it now. I don't know why Monster House... Actually, no, I know exactly why Monster House reminded me of that. Never saw that one. Well, I recommend it. I can't believe you've done this. You're welcome. Happy Halloween, everyone! Happy Halloween! Yeah, it's my fave month. Lots of people hanging out at graveyards. I come and say hello, what's up? People get freaked out and run away. Yeah, graveyard's a lot more lively around those times. These times. It is October. A good month for Shinigami. A good month for me and a lot of the other Halloween-based fellows as well. Mel Senpai's birthday is on the 31st. Halloween! Cool. The Raveyard! I'm the kind of easy man, but they can do the Raveyard. Step out to the city, but you don't know me. Take my wits right with me, but they don't know me. Maybe feel like going psycho in the streets. Save it for later. Instead, I make a stylish retreat. Yeah, glow sticks, glow sticks, glow sticks, glow sticks. Yeah, Raveyard. Knock that G off of graveyard. Now it's Raveyard. It's a Raveyard now, deadbeats. Yeah. Yeah. I would love to have a Halloween party and do like a little bit of singing as well. I think a lot of the songs that I want to sing, it would have to be unarchived, which is rough. But I was trying to make a list of them. But I know there's that one song that goes, woo, werewolves in London. And then there's the Thriller Night. I know those. And then we could do some Nightmare Before Christmas. Yeah. I'm pretty sure I could put together a small list. Yeah. How you doing, Moore? I'm doing great, thank you. Every night is a Raveyard party night. That would still be super cool. I think it would be fun too. It's hard thinking of good Halloween songs without diving back into like Halloween songs that we would listen to while doing Halloween coloring projects in 3rd grade. Teacher puts on the CD player and plays some random Halloween songs that you never hear again. Spooky, scary skeletons? How did I not think of that? Yeah. Thank you. Can't forget the freaking Monster Mash. Nice. I love it. How could I have forgotten spooky, scary skeletons? Well, now we've got a full set list, lads. I'm excited. Purple People Eater. I remember that one. I remember thinking back in the day that the one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater only ate purple people. I didn't think that the beast was purple. I thought that the beast ate purple people. So it was a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater. Not being like people eating people purple. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's what I thought. Good song. Yeah. We could also just do like edgy stuff. Which reminds me, guys, speaking of edgy karaoke, I actually do have an angsty, unarchived karaoke planned for next week. It's a little impromptu, but I was thinking about it, and I was thinking, in the spirit of October, why don't we rock out and just do some edgy songs? So it's gonna be a whole lot of MCR, and I mean a whole lot of MCR. Maybe some Linkin Park. Yeah, it's next week. So yeah, edgy, edgy songs. A whole lot of them. Some early Panic at the Disco. MCR discography karaoke. It'll be mostly MCR. But we'll also have some other stuff as well, because MCR is not the only edgy band out there. No. There are many choices. Many choices to be made. So yeah. Look forward to it. Angst karaoke. Oh, so many feelings and emotions. Oh, man. Let's look forward to it. Yeah. Maybe some screaming. Maybe scream a little bit. Oh, God. I'm setting the alarm. When is it? I can look at my calendar, but I think you ought to probably wait for I'll have the schedule out pretty soon, because the week is almost about over. But let's see, when did I have it? When did I have it down for? Was it? Hold on. It's the 8th. October 8th in Japan, October 7th, US time. Looks like it's 7 p.m. This is just so you guys know ahead of time, a little warning for you guys, just ahead of time. This is where it is on my calendar. I have Angst Karaoke, October 8th JST, 7th USA time. It's 11 a.m. JST, 7 p.m. PDT on the 7th for you guys. Yeah. Look forward to the schedule. Schedule will be out for members early, you guys. Let's see. Tomorrow, actually. New schedule will be out for members tomorrow. So, yay! Another perk of being a member is you guys do get to see the schedule early. So, please anticipate. Yeah. With that. Welcome all new members, by the by. Thank you so much. Here, let me go run by over here, so you guys can just see again. Lots of karaoke this month. Iris and I mentioned that we're doing karaoke as well. There's a lot of karaoke happening. A whole lot of singing going on. Yeah. I'm just in a singing mood. Not even to mention the unarchived rap endurance stream, where I'm going to totally ace Rap God and Godzilla and Poke Rap. There's a lot of that stuff going on, guys. So yeah. More Callie singing is a good thing. Thank you for saying that. Do my best. Yeah. The Iris collab will be on her channel though, you guys, just so you know. Just so you know. I'll do my best. We're gonna sing some of each other's songs as well as some anime favorites. Yeah. Maybe some holo songs as well. We're gonna be singing together in the same place. So please look forward to it. Can't wait for all the karaokes. Thank you. I'll do my best, and I'll try to rest my throat a little bit in between. Thank you for being excited for them. What happened with Gura and the minecart? Okay, I'll tell you what happened. I was traveling on the Pantsu Express and I was coming back, and I thought that there was an Enderman on the track, but it was just Gura walking across the track, and I collided with her, but I didn't like push her or anything. She was okay. So I thought that she was purposefully trying to get in my way, but she wasn't. Because later she came to my onsen that I was working on, and then she went in front of the door that I was building a room, and she went in front of the door and she left a hole for me. Why would you do that? It's kind of low-key rude. Like, it's Gura, so it's okay. I don't care. She left a little hole there for me, and I fell in it. I didn't take any damage, thankfully. But I saw the hole, and I thought, I didn't put this hole here. So then I immediately thought, Gura must have been here. And so I look up, and she's built a little platform for herself so that she can watch from the stairs off her little platform and look down at me. And I look back up at her, and I say, Gura, why? Why did you do this? And I was just so confused. And she said, ma'am, do you have insurance on that minecart? I didn't know what she was talking about at first. I'm like, huh? Did I accidentally like steal the minecart or something? Like, did I make a mistake? And then I realized, oh, okay. Just kidding. I didn't realize. I have no idea what you're talking about. And so I say, was this a prank? And then she says, was it a prank that you ran into me in your minecart? And then the pieces started to click together in my mind. Ah, yes, I ran into Gura. She seemed fine, though. She said she broke both of her legs. And then I went behind her while she was staring down at me, and then I destroyed her platform, and then she fell to the ground in fire and flames. And I laughed at her. I said, haha. And then she told me a sad story that may or may not have been a SpongeBob joke. And I think I might have reacted too lightly to it, but I do hope that she's okay. Yeah. I did not know that I would hit her. I thought that she was doing that on purpose. I totally thought that she was trying to surprise me on the track. But it turns out that Gura's secret place is actually right next to the Pantsu Express. A normal day in the EN serve. It would seem so. I can't believe we missed this gold. I mean, you can catch some of the chat logs, I think, because Sana was streaming, but I didn't really want to get into VC or stream just because I was really focused on working on the rooms, and I actually got 2.5 rooms finished. I'm gonna go do a teeny tiny bit more work, I think, before everything gets closed off. And then we'll have the basic onsen created, but I think brush-ups will need to happen after server maintenance is done. Which is fine. As long as the main thing is there, then we can always work to improve it. You know, baby steps at a time, you know? Yeah. Well, the onsen area looks great. Thank you. I'm currently making a waterfall VIP room, waterfall massage VIP room. That has a whole bunch of soul lanterns and a mini waterfall. It actually looks really nice. And there's steam coming up from it, and there's going to be a massage bed there. Yeah. Yeah, actually, Sana and Fauna got into the VIP onsen with me during their stream, or during Sana's stream. And we just kind of jumped up and down, and I did a cannonball. It was fun. They really liked it. I felt super good about it. I felt like I've been doing something right in Minecraft. Da. Been doing something right. Because as many know, I probably played Minecraft the least out of everyone in EN. So it felt nice to have something to call my own, as well as Ina's, because we work on it together. But it felt nice to be like, hey, I did all this stuff. Yeah. Everyone's going really gung-ho with all the Minecraft stuff these days. So I also wanted to make sure I did my part as well. Yeah. Anyway, guys, your Minecraft skills are developing quickly. The onsen looks fantastic. Thank you kindly. Glad you can see an improvement. I can also see a tiny one, but I don't really give myself a ton of credit all the time, so I need to just chill. But thank you very much for the kind praises. I'm doing my best. Doing my best. Guys, with that being said, I have a lot of super chats to read. I'm gonna read the super chats from this stream and from the music video and also from the Uno collab and Minecraft as well. So I've got quite a list before me, but I'm excited to see what you guys have said, to read the messages you've wrote. I'm very hyped to do so. So with that being said, you guys, I'm your Mori. Hope you'll remember me, and thanks for coming to this song chat. It has been a blast talking about the song with you guys, doing a little lyric read-along. Yeah, it really kind of brightened up my night, because I had been away for a little bit, taking a teeny tiny break, and to come back and get to chat with you guys was just really amazing, and a good feeling, and I'm just happy to be here. So, thank you for embracing me as a creator and my song. Thank you for liking it. And yeah, if you're here right now, then I appreciate the heck out of you. Thank you everyone who joined membership as well. And I guess here's to a fun future together, doing stuff that we like, in the same space. I think great things are coming from here on out, guys. So with that being said, I'll catch you on the flip side. I'll take a teeny tiny break and then I'll be back. Alright guys, that's all for now. Goodbye. Peace!